Okay, so what we're doing today is we're going to convert units of area. Our first question we've got here is to convert 0.248 metres squared to centimetres squared. Now the way to do this is like this. The first thing we do is we write 0.248. Now the way we think of it is like this. If I was going to go from metres to centimetres, I would multiply by 100. Okay, if I was going to go from metres to centimetres, I would multiply it by 100. But I'm going from metres squared to centimetres squared, so I multiply by 100 squared. Okay, so just like we do our normal unit conversions, if it's metre squared to centimetre squared, from metres to centimetres is times 100, so metre squared to centimetre squared is times 100 squared, and that will equal 2,480 centimetres straight off the calculator. Okay, here's the next one. In this next one here now, I've got millimetre squared to centimetre squared. So the way we do this, same as before, 3,100. Now, if I'm going to go from millimetres to centimetres, I would divide by 10, wouldn't I? Divide by 10 from millimetres to centimetres. But I've got millimetres squared to centimetres squared, so I'm going to divide by 10 squared. So 3,100 divided by 100 is 31 centimetres squared. I've just realised I forgot the squared up the top there. Okay, I'm just going to go to the next page now and just clarify all the conversions. So here we go. Okay, so if we were going to do a conversion chart for areas, I would start with kilometres squared, and I would go to metres squared, and I would go to centimetres squared, and I would go to millimetres squared. Okay, so thinking about this, if I was going from kilometres squared to metres squared, I would times by 1,000 squared. If I was going from metres squared to centimetres squared, I'll multiply by 100 squared. Centimetres to millimetres, I times by 10 squared. To do the reverse process, I would divide, and divide. There's one other conversion that you're going to come across, and that is hectares to metres squared. Okay, so hectares is HA, okay, to metres squared, and to go from hectares to metres squared, we times by 10,000. And to go from metres squared to hectares, we divide by 10,000. The reason for this is that 1 hectare equals 10,000 metres squared. Okay, now you've been through this, you should be able to complete exercise 3C, questions 4 and 7.